Hello everybody, welcome back. You join us on the lower side of the LGA bracket. We are kicking off the first round of the losers quarterfinals. It's going to be Aknz versus runnysunny. We saw Aknz perform not too long ago, pulling some nasty stuff against Henry, but it wasn't quite enough. Henry on a different level today, and so finds themselves down here with runnysunny, who unfortunately had the misfortune of running up against one of the best in the world to ever do it, Lazer. And so they find themselves here in the last chance saloon of the lower bracket. My name is Damash. Joining me for this epic battle between these two is going to be the lovely Vordy. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you. Came in a little bit last minute, so I'm not super familiar with the pool, but I was talking about earlier. Some map I'm excited for, specifically that double time 3. I mean, Fergalicious. I pray that we get to see it. But you're talking about runnysunny and Aknz both facing really, really tough matchups just previously, Henry and Malashevsky respectively. Tough matchups to win. runnysunny, notably, a little bit of an upset, the fact that he's still here, mostly because beating Taquito in the second matchup of his, a decent upset in terms of seeding, but also, I think people are more familiar with Taquito as an all-around beast of a tournament player, so very, very nice of him to manage to get through that match. Aknz, I think, having a little bit of an easier time in the bracket in terms of matchups, mostly due to that 6 seeding, but should be a very, very good one. Both of these are exceptional players to be at this point in the tournament. And as you said, last chance saloon, it is all or nothing here.
Yeah, they are very much sort of backs up against the wall here in terms of this lower bracket. But the further they go, the greater their chances of trying to pull through. Still looking for that podium position. It's all to play for, and we're going to be kicking things off here with a few of the bans coming in as well as those protects. They are running through these. So that Lazer mod, not really a surprise. Aknz banned it in the last match as well, so not really surprised that has come through. And again, the ban of the DT2, not really a surprise either. It was one of the picks left up for Aknz in his previous match against Henry. But these protects, very interesting. Aknz once again batting on that Dark Flight Dreamer for the protect. And the Infuri for the Nomad 3 coming in for runnysunny for that protect as well. Very interesting, very overlapping skill sets there.
Yeah, very interesting to ban the double time 2 and then protect the Nomad 3. Obviously, double time 2 is a lot more speed focused, but both are well in the tapping lane. But obviously, runnysunny clearly a lot more confident in his stamina than his speed. Aknz proficient at both, but I think notably stronger on the speed. DT1 protect makes complete sense from Aknz. He is just a DT beast on all those skill sets. I'm heartbroken to see the Lazer map ban, mostly because being freeze frame, I may be one of the very few people who have put in a decent time into freeze frame, and it is a uniquely fun kind of memory challenge of a skill set. But if you don't have the time to practice it or the desire to, it's kind of a must ban if you don't want to practice it. runnysunny as well, banning the hidden too, so respecting the reading for Aknz. It is not AR8, but being an ulti aim control type hidden, maybe not in runnysunny's comfort.
Yeah, for certain. I definitely think, Aknz just getting rid of it. It was a bit of a different matchup between Aknz and Henry earlier, where it was very much Aknz wanting to kind of leave those picks open, because Henry's a very similar player, whereas runnysunny very much more on the other side, where I definitely think Aknz is stronger on a lot of these hard drop picks. We saw Henry double ban the hard drop maps against Aknz, so the fact that runnysunny is leaving it open might be something that Aknz is going to take advantage of for the later stages of this match, but there is still one more ban, I think, to come in. Oh no, the bans are done. No, we're waiting for the first map pick now, aren't we?
Yeah, it was the No Mod 5 that Runny banned. I think it was No Mod 5 that Akins banned. So banning pretty much both of the really gimmicky reading maps. No Mod 5 being AR 7.5 reading control-esque map. So not really wanting any business with those. Akins, I think, is a pretty good gimmick player if he's really well practiced, but even then, it's not necessarily his comfort zone. Picks the No Mod 1, which is, I think, a rare first pick. You normally see people pick polarizing skill sets where, you know, somebody will be either really comfortable or really not comfortable. No Mod 1 being a more higher BPM aim map in this pool, it's going to be something basically anybody can have a pretty good shot on, but Akin's pretty good at the aim mechanics, and I think the fact that it's higher BPM likely plays to his strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely does. It kind of leans itself towards it. And, okay, an interesting first pick from Akins on this, No Mod 1. I'm interested on this one. This is very much your sort of, you know, longish, fast, snappy aim map, much more kind of what you'd expect for your No Mod 1. Apart from that higher BPM, maybe throwing it in a little bit, but other than that, fairly standard, pure mechanics pick, really.
And I think might be a case as well. These types of maps, if Akins can single tap machine it, he might have an extra comfort edge.
Yeah, for definite. And also for those that are joining us for LGA for the first time, what you just saw was the ban protect and ban phase, one of these sort of interesting versions that we have for LGA. It's not something you'll see on the main World Cup broadcasts. It's a bit more of a tactical version of the format as well, as we're kind of going to get into very shortly, hopefully, with the set format as well. It is an interesting way of doing tournaments. So essentially how it's going to work is score difference is the name of the game with these up and coming maps. So each player is obviously going to pick one. We've seen Akin's going to be picking this No Mod 1 relatively shortly. And then it will be over to runnysunny to pick a map as well. And the score difference overall after those two maps have been played will decide who wins that first set. Best of 5 sets is what we're going to play. If we go all the way and go the full distance, we play the OSA original to kind of add a third map in to kind of break the tie between the two players in the case of that 5th set. So it's a very tactical format, wouldn't you say, Vordy? Very different.
I mean, for sure, it has a lot of wrinkles that you can, you know, for example, and as we bear through some technical issues, but players should be back with us soon. You cannot pick a map that your opponent protected, right? So in theory, and also it's actually worth noting, let's say runnysunny doesn't actually want to play the No Mod 3, he protected it, but he could also just use his protect as a third ban and just never pick the map, and it essentially acts as a ban because Akins can't pick it anymore. So you have that wrinkle on the bans and protects. Also, kind of, if you do genuinely protect a map to play it, in the case that Akins certainly did for DT1, it allows players to kind of showcase their really dominant skill sets a little bit more than you would normally see. And for those two map selections you talked about, for example, hypothetically, imagine Akins FCs this map and runnysunny gets 700k. The set is likely doomed, so runnysunny could then pick a really good Akins map to lose the set, but remove another Akins pick if he thinks after the first pick it's over. So lots of interesting strategic tactics, as you talked about, Demarsh, that you can do here. Picking maps you aren't actually good for, protecting maps that you don't want to play, things like that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when it's executed perfectly, which we have seen in the past. But I think a lot of players, especially with how many times we've done LGA now, people have got they've much more got to grips with how LGA kind of works and what you can expect from it. But here we go. After those technical difficulties, we finally enter the first map.
I never quite realized how fast of a spinner Akins was. Did you see that was breaking 500?
I didn't actually, but
That was absurd. I think he had like 100 RPMs over Runny.
It has made a bit of a score difference as well already, which is what you want to see to kick us off. But it does look like there was a bit of a adjustment issue for runnysunny to kick this one off. So lead going to be sitting with Akins in the early stages, but with so much ground to cover on this map, it is minimal at best.
High BPM aim map already up there in the star rating. This map is just a touch under 8 stars as runnysunny finds the first big miss here in this first Ki. Akins, remember, this was his first pick. runnysunny gets a bit of a chain miss there as well, and also a little bit down on accuracy. Akins mashes the brakes, but remember, accuracy in laser scoring is a lot more important, so Runny's going to feel this active.
Yeah, but with both combos broken, we kind of look towards those accuracies to really make or break it. And at the moment, it is Akins who is the more comfortable player on this map. It's a good first pick, I think, for Akins, whose lead has just continued to be established, mainly because of the way the accuracy is counted towards the score. It moves in a very linear pattern in its application, and it weighs so heavy on overall map score. Of course, combo does play a part, but compared to what you'd see in standard play, it's very, very different. Right there for Akins is kind of going to give runnysunny a way into this big combo building. The accuracy going to hold it back.
But he has a pretty significant combo lead. A lot of time left to go, so even though he's 20k in the hole, he has the momentum here, and he's built up a lot of accuracy back. He was at 95 at the beginning, now back up to 97, so he's not that far behind Akins at this point. So he can keep this combo going. It's going to look like an advantage going into the second map of the set, but tough to hold your combo here. As he finds the break, and now Akins is back with the combo lead and still has a score lead.
It's disastrous for runnysunny. He was hoping to really make up that score difference. But maybe if another break comes in one of the built-up sections, a chance maybe for Runny to keep this even, because Akins is looking to run away here. 500 combo, double that of runnysunny. Into the last minute of the map we go. No breaks, and the slow section add to the tension, build up the drama. It all comes down to that final Ki time.
Akins now, big combos, runnysunny finds the break. And with that, almost certainly, Akins is going to have the score advantage on this pick, but you want to keep that combo going, build a strong lead as he's hitting those big horizontals, some crazy jump sections. Remember, this map is 277 BPM, so that spacing is no joke. As Akins is building up this lead majorly. 25 seconds of the map left to go here. Can he take this combo to the end? Will do a lot for him.
And hit 100k now. That is a massive score lead for Akins at the end of the map. That big combo at the end finally built one up to cause significant damage. And that takes a chunk out that runnysunny now will have to try and make up at the end of the first set on their own pick. And that is such a hill to climb.
And 118k it's almost borderline. If you feel like you have a really, really good pick against Akins as Runny, it's a winnable deficit, but it's not easy, especially with Lazer scoring being more, I guess, condensed. Like a 300k on Score V2 on Stable would be maybe like a 600k on Lazer. So winning by over 100k is not easy. So I wonder if Runny goes for a Akins map here to try to just give him with less picks. He's gonna go Hard Rock too. We're talking about Akins being really good on Hard Rock and rebanning out some of those maps, but Runny is an exceptional Hard Rock player, so I think this is like a real pick he's making to try to win back the set.
Yeah, it's a definite potential for Runny to kind of push back, and again, with such a high hill to climb, I do wonder if whether there's a mix of wanting to take it out, but also potentially if it's not a map that Runny's not very proficient on. For example, I know Runny is a very good Hard Rock player, but let's say, for example, that it wasn't. It's a good way to isolate Akins' pick. It's 118k. I can't make up that score difference for definite, so why not just burn through one of Akins' picks for one of the latest sets? It is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, could be an anti-pick or it could be a real pick. CS 7.8, so that alone is going to make it very challenging to combo, and also a bit more volatile, which when you're in a deficit in a set is kind of a good thing. Because maybe your opponent just can't chain a combo on the circle size and you win it against them.
So out the gate, runnysunny with the better accuracy does find the first miss though. And that quickly flips back over to Akins. And Runny not happy with that one at all.
Who's that?
Akins.
Oh, it's Nomad. Oh, that's funny. You know what I was thinking? I was like, it's hard to tell sometimes when you're watching in like a smaller view compared to playing. But those circles, I was like, man, those circles look big for 7.8, but you know, maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, turns out Hard Rock wasn't on, which is why Runny Cursor smoked its Nomad. So we're gonna get a replay. Also, while we wait for this replay, in other news, Lazer hitting a recent peak total. I love to see it as now a decently long time Lazer main. Glad to see more people converting to the light of Lazer.
For a long time, it kind of felt like a cult, didn't it?
Yeah,
like this
I mean, when it was
cult Lazer players.
I mean, for a long time, I was part of the like, you know, Lazer just feels worse, and then you change a couple of settings, and it's like, oh, it feels the same / better, and then just start loving Lazer and all the new features it has.
And then you can't go back.
Yeah, and then it's bricked, and then it's like I have to, you know, maybe you have to play a tournament which is unstable, and I'm like, oh, I have to play this pool unstable.
I got to download it all again. I've already practiced on Lazer. It's just not the same.
I play Nomad 2. I note lock into oblivion. I cry tears.
I can't play Nomad 2.
I mean, I could never play that to begin with, so it's actually not much of a loss for me, but fortunately. Okay, I think Hard Rock has been added. Let's go.
So we're still at the same point we were to start that second map. Now we have.
There we go.
Hard Rock. This is going to look very different.
Yeah, oh, that's CS 7.8 right there.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the reading glasses out for this, because if you've not got good eyesight before, I feel like watching circle size this small does make my eyesight worse. Because I have to squint just to read some of this stuff.
You honestly might be onto something, Demarsh. Been a Hard Rock Enjoy for a long time, and my vision is horrible. It gets worse by the year, so you might be putting some puzzle pieces together for me. As runnysunny, 35k score lead in this Hard Rock 2, and at this pace, if he keeps adding score to his side at this rate, he could totally win this set. Very difficult map to combo as runnysunny finds another break. Both players are just trading misses, but runnysunny is the one with the current AK advantage, and those really small circle flowing sections are just ripe for chain misses and losing a lot of AK as Akn's breaking more, and Runny is just building up this lead.
It's approaching that score deficit. That number at the top, 118,000, is what you want to see. If it's above that number, and runnysunny is on to win the set. And it's accelerating at incredible speed. It's going to overtake any second now, as the AK difference just playing such a major role, and it's on the border.
I mean, he just needs to hold this now. He's crossed it. He is in the green for this first set here. There's the break, so it's actually a lot of pressure here for Runny and Akns. Because if Akns plays this ending perfectly, maybe he has a chance here if Runny finds a break. It's basically 4k difference as runnysunny padding this lead finds a miss. Can Akns respond here? Or is his no mod 1 advantage going to be thrown away? It's looking like it will be as Akns finds another set of misses, and runnysunny just needs to hold it together for these last 5 seconds. No chain misses, and we will not see any as runnysunny comes back from that no mod 1 loss and wins this first set.
What an incredible recovery from runnysunny. Starting to see now why runnysunny was able to take out one of the big names, Taquito, in week 1. It's when you can put up scores like that and, you know, almost top out over score deficits. It's a massive advantage for you. And so there we are. First set over to runnysunny. As they are now going to pick again into something else. And would you take it off Hard Rock into something else? Yeah, you are. It's going to be I'm For You, no mod 4.
Very cool song in this tech map, and very short as well. 1 minute 50 seconds. I think the shorter the map is, the higher the chance of really big score swings. If it's very long, very consistent, nobody can really get a big combo. Generally gonna be closer, but something like this really could go any way.
Yeah, you can build up so much score in such a short amount of time that you can just push over deficits. So it's interesting to see this kind of picked first, but I guess it's a comfort thing more than anything. You know, this is the set that runnysunny is going to want to win, establish that score lead, because then they don't necessarily have to push too hard on the 3rd set. They can bring it back on the 4th set and establish a much stronger lead. Oh, but again, we're going to be seeing...
Oh!
We've had this bug a few times. It's an issue with the skip function in the spectator mode. So I believe what we're seeing here is runnysunny is stuck in the skip intro scene. So we're going to have a big score lead for a very long time.
Oh, I see. Oh, Runny apparently just cannot skip, so he's going to be faced with a very long intro, ambient intro of the song. Well, especially with how short this map is, it looks like Akns is basically 50 minutes, or no, 40 seconds, I mean, ahead of Runny. So far, Akns not having a great run of it. Hasn't really built up a big combo. I think his biggest combo was around that 200 mark. So if we see Runny build up over 200 combo, as there's a lot of bancho breaks as the client is catching up.
Yeah, the client will never catch up.
Yeah.
They are synced in time, so we will see Akns' score get posted, and then we will watch Runny attempt to try and catch up quite awkwardly, because they're probably won't be a lot of sound playing in the background. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet. But I'm looking forward to finding out. As aknz builds up quite a nice ending combo here to end off this map. But Rennie's got a bit of combo as well, and a lot longer of the map left to play.
So aknz ends with 700k and 97 acts, so that is the mark for Runny to try to beat here as he's building up this large combo.
You can't take any of the misses or hundreds into account because it's, yeah.
Oh, I think that's a real one?
I think that is a real one. So runnysunny does run into a miss, but 20 seconds left. This might actually be an aknz pick. It might be. It's falling.
It's gonna be close, but
oh god, it's falling fast. Oh my god. Does the bar hold out? Still got a second left.
Oh, he wins. He wins it by 3k, which is, I mean, it's basically a tie at that point. It's how unlikely it is that the next set is going to be, won or lost by that difference. So Runny on his pick, essentially leaving with just a measly 3,000 score on his side. So aknz, as long as he picks a map that he can win here, it should be a dub for him. It's not going to be the DT1 Protect that he is going to pick. It's going to be the Hidden 3 instead. So we'll be opting for some flowy tech after just, narrowly losing the tech map. Goes for some tech, but it is hidden. I do think in this matchup, hidden is going to be a comfort advantage for aknz.
Yeah, we saw him play the Hidden 2 a little while ago, and he did some damage on that map. It was a crazy good score from aknz on that. So I can definitely see why runnysunny banned that map. Definitely didn't want to go to war on that one, but yeah, a bit of hyper surface. This is a lovely map. I do enjoy this map. It builds in a lot of that sort of control and flow, but then it just kind of puts a techie little spin on it. It's a cheeky little map. Oh, we're back again.
No.
Oh, double trouble. Oh no. Who's putting intros in my tournament maps? This is not acceptable.
I mean, okay, he's starting sooner this time. This song doesn't have as long of a wind up. About a 13 to 14 second disparity between both players. Is aknz looking a lot better on this introduction. Both the fact that he hasn't broken and his act is looking very nice. Does find the break though.
Well, runnysunny still got a higher combo earlier in the map. Does not bode too well for aknz the longer it goes. And we're nearly halfway through the map. This is a real short one. Let's accelerate through both players with big combos now. And runnysunny's POV looks like stop motion footage.
One of those
still with big combos. Oh my god.
Those clay stop motion animations. As aknz, I think that's a real miss, and that's a big one. As runnysunny still a little bit behind aknz in the time-space continuum, but almost ahead of him even despite that. And this being an aknz pick here, Runny though finding a very, very big break. I still think he likely has or will have the lead once caught up as things stand. So aknz needs to play this remaining part of the map out. Remember, this is the second set, the second map, basically no differential. So it's imperative for aknz that he tries to leave this pick with a win. And runnysunny finding some misses here. He's going to give it back to aknz.
Maybe they were misses. We don't know.
Maybe. Oh, I think so. I think so. He doesn't have a combo anymore. So Akins is done. 706. Does runnysunny have
Seconds.
enough juice in him to
It's
claw
falling
back?
fast.
30k, 6 seconds left. 20k. Does
Oh,
he
it's
get
gonna
it
be close
back?
again.
He wins it.
Oh,
Oh, how did both picks end the same way? runnysunny just taking it back in the end, and now he's up 2 versus 0.
that is crazy. God, that is so close. Yeah, that might actually be the shout from runnysunny to kind of break up this cycle. We might have more unidentified bugs that we're not aware of. But as it stands, runnysunny in a clear lead here.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot for Akins to come back from this. runnysunny goes to restart his client, so hopefully you don't get that skip bug again. But Akins picking his presumably the strongest map, the DT1, Darkfly Dreamer, very, very classic map. Lots of people would have played this one back in the good old days, back in a time before everybody got really good. This was kind of like a no mod hidden hard rock farm map. Now it's a DT in a pool that's not even finals, grand finals. So it's a progression of the game, but good mix of aim and then some decently long, speedy streams.
Yeah, I mean this is a classic map, isn't it? I think most people who've kind of dipped their toes into any form of aim consistency has come across this map and tried to FC it. You know, I'm no different. I'm one of those players. We've all been there. But it is putting it at 1.4 times is a whole different kettle of fish, really. It is a very different map when played in that way.
We get into it. The 1.4, you know, it's only a 0.1 less, but it does make the map quite a lot more approachable as a DT. That extra difference of basically 18 BPM ends up mattering quite a lot, especially for someone like Akins, who I think, as you can see, is single tapping this completely fine. If this was 280 plus 290, would be definitely tougher, as both players so far looking very comfy in the intro. runnysunny just a smidge behind on the accuracy. That is it.
It's just nice to have the players synced up for once. I'm honest.
I agree, it is a nice treat.
A nice treat.
runnysunny finds that first break, avoids the end of that aim ki. So Akins right now, uncontested full combo. And Akins, who's down 2 sets, you really want to win this pick with a bang here. Do not give runnysunny a chance to come back, and that is what he's looking to do right now, as he still has that full combo going. runnysunny, just that 1 break still.
And as we count the time down, Akins, it's a much better performance. Why did I bother?
Oh.
I was going to say it's a much better performance than what we saw against Henry, but yeah. That was kind of my fault.
Just immediately doomed him, as they both broke on, I think, like the same stack. I was around the bottom left. As runnysunny finding another break here in the ending. That is going to matter. Atkins looks to close this one out in a strong fashion. And there we go, a 180 score lead. So the biggest lead we've seen off the first pick thus far. And this is one where I think if you're running, maybe the tactic is to just sacrifice this pick, because 180k is going to be a lot to come back from.
Yeah, I think it might be the shout to kind of just give up this set. You've still got your protect, which you can fly into on the next pick, unless that pick from runnysunny is acting as a third ban. But I don't think that's the case, because Malice banned this against runny. So I'm going to lean towards on that being an actual safe pick. But we are going to Nomad 2. We're going to Thrasher.
I kind of do agree, because I think runnysunny should really be good at that skill set. But at the same time, that Nomad 3 is 250 BPM. It just seems like something Atkins would absolutely shred. So I could understand it just being a third ban. But he is going to go for the Nomad 2. So picking into streams, and this to me, like, it just feels like an Atkins anti pick, right? Giving less options. Could be proven wrong here, but I do believe runnysunny is really good at flowing. But it's against a player like Atkins, getting more than 180k score or a win by 180 score is going to be really, really tough to do here, because Atkins is going to be fine on a map like this.
Yeah, for definite, it is still going to be closely contested between the two of them, but again, it's just such a massive score difference off the back of that protect that I think, even though it's close between the two of them, I think runnysunny's just not willing to take the risk over it being a bigger, being able to make up that score difference. And a 500k, oh sorry, 500 combo for Atkins, even though there's less accuracy to back it up, is seeming to be like a safe pick here.
Yep, not too long of a map as well. So Atkins just needs to hold this 700, because all he needs to do is not lose by 180k. So to have the lead at this point in the map, it's already looking like it's approaching the secure enough of a lead. He's just still full combo.
That's another miss for runnysunny. Not what you want to see.
And I mean, yeah, I think that miss just wraps up this set. I think Atkins gonna back it up to 1-2, but I mean, can he do it with a bang here? An FC would be very, very impressive.
He's back and forths. Thought they were going to trip someone up, and there goes a big combo from Atkins. It's just so brutal.
And those streams are difficult, man.
What can you do? Trying to hold a combo through that is just nigh on impossible. Yes, it looks like, you said it, it's gonna be an Atkins winning set here. Maybe that's a strategy for runnysunny, knowing that. The map abruptly ends.
Could be, but Runny played the ending of that map very, very well. Atkins just holding on to that big combo from the intro. So had runnysunny, matched that initial combo, he would have won the ending, and maybe would have been very close. I mean, he had the Ak lead, but does go Atkins' way, and he ends up winning that set by a nice 238k. So quite a big set win Runny Sunny, though, still with the lead, just needs one more set. He's probably going to look to end it here, so it's going to be Hard Rock 3 pick. So going for the alt Hard Rock, and this is an interesting one. CS 5.5, so a little bit smaller than your typical 5.2 Hard Rock.
Yeah, very nice map. I think it's been very popular this weekend already from pretty much every player. There's very few matches where I've not seen it. But yeah, it's that sort of kind of finger control, very snappy, old style patterning that we see a lot. And again, something I think both these players can play quite well.
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean, I imagine both be good on it, but Runny Sunny did look better on the Hard Rock too, and he's looking better right now. Still comboing from the intro, and another short one, so even that initial miss from Aknz, if he finds another one before Runny finds his first, he's going to be already under big deficit, but Runny does find that miss. Now it's going to be very close. Aknz, though, trading it right after.
Who's got more in the tank? Who's going to establish his lead? Big set of chain misses, though, from Aknz. Is going to leave Runny Sunny in a great position on the accuracy. So you see, coming up. There it is. Upside down mushroom. Gotta love Hard Rock.
Gotta love Hard Rock. Love the vertical flip. It's one of those things where you kind of don't notice it unless it's slider art. Then you do notice it. Especially Love Hearts. Everybody knows what shape that makes when you flip it vertically. But Runny Sunny, to find a big miss here as Aknz has an opportunity to try to take this lead back on Runny's pick. But only 30 seconds left the map here. He's going to have to combo, and he does not. Finds a couple of misses there. Now Runny Sunny building up this lead.
And for Aknz, if they can just get a little bit more off that score difference, keep it quite tight to 50k maybe, but time just not allowing for any more room.
Just a relentless map as well on the aim control, but Runny Sunny here up 94k on that first map. Aknz to respond. He goes Hidden 2, which isn't Hidden 2 banned? I think Hidden 2 is banned, right?
I think it is. It should be Hidden 1.
Yeah, Hidden 2 is banned, so he's gonna have to pick something else, and a lot of pressure on this pick because he has to win by basically 95k to stay in this match. You know, maybe you just gotta go Fergalicious on him. You know, maybe you just gotta go hit the Ferg. Like, back's against the wall, elimination is on the line, you're down a set, must-win pick.
You thinking it's Fergie time?
That's what I'm thinking, but Aknz disagrees. He's gonna go Hidden 1, so staying with the Hidden.
Fire truck is out for Aknz as we go to look at a pile of corpses. The Hidden 1. This is much more of what we've seen from sort of your Nomad 1. It is raw aim. It's quite awkward aim as well. It can be a bit of a nightmare for players who value that level of consistency. It really throws some awkward patterns at you to kind of make you uncomfortable when you've got a big combo going.
Aknz did win the Nomad 1 by a good margin as well. If he wins by the same margin he did the Nomad 1, he would actually win this set. But Runny Sunny ended up by just a small margin winning the Hidden 3, so sort of dual aspects going here, but Aknz very confident aim player, just being more full screen jumps as Runny Sunny finds the first miss. decently long enough map, so plenty of time for recoveries to happen here. Akins needs to hold on to this lead or this combo for a lot longer, really do some damage, but runnysunny, another break. Oh, big aim here, big cross screens. Akins not phased yet as runnysunny finding more and more misses. I do not think he's confident at this type of aim difficulty, but Akins does find his first miss, but he's already built up a nice 50k lead here. He has plenty of time to pad it out, but does find a couple breaks afterwards. Loses some of it.
And you're looking at those accuracies, there's nothing in it between the two of them, so combo's going to play so much more of a factor when their accuracies are this similar, because it's the only real marginal difference between them. And at the moment, oh, never mind, runnysunny cannot find the consistency. So can Akins respond? We're still looking for another 40k from Akins to run away with this one. Does drop some hundreds here and there, but manages to hold on to that combo. The 1/3's causing difficulty.
Ooh.
Does drop the combo as well. And a lot of accuracy along with it, and this isn't looking good for Akins at all.
No, it's not. He looked like he was in a really, really good spot coming off that initial combo, but he's just kind of been falling apart a little bit at the seams, maybe getting a little bit tired as runnysunny seems to be playing this latter half better. And, I mean, he just needs to not lose by 94k, and it looks like we're going that way. A minute left for Akins to try to muster up something here. It would take a very strong ending, a big square section that both players hit, but runnysunny missing right after. And Akins, even if he holds through the ending, I don't know if there's enough time for him.
It's running out. There are misses coming in from runnysunny, but we're looking for a lot more score than what we've got in front of us. Akins needs to hit this ending perfectly and hope for a few more misses, I think, from runnysunny. Maybe some accuracy drops along with it, but without any streams or anything, I don't think it's going to be enough. It's 40k, it's back up there, but it's not enough. Nearly double or half of what it needs to be. And the ending,
I think the map is it's winding down. Not enough juice here for Akins to squeeze, as he does win this map, but will not be winning the set as Runny takes it 3-1 here up against Akins in a well-fought match. And Runny just too strong at the beginning. Goes through, and Akins, unfortunately for him, will be eliminated as we are in loser's bracket.
Yeah, so another big name has fallen. Another upset in seeding as runnysunny continues to establish themselves as one of the best players here at LGA this season. It has been a great little performance from runnysunny, really tactical picking as well on some of those sets. That third and fourth set really speaking for themselves. As,
you said, I mean, runnysunny first beating Taquito, that's seed 7, and now Akins, so a little bit of a giant slayer here in this tournament.
Absolutely, and unfortunately for them, they're going to be going up against a big name in the next round as we wait for the result of, there it is, Emmerich versus TTV UFO, the other higher bracket semi-final, to determine who meets them in that semi-finals round. But a solid reach into the semi-finals for runnysunny. Very well done, and commiserations to Akins, who has been great at LGA this year.
Yeah, I mean, Akins has been a big performer in all of the LGAs so far, even the first one, I think ending top 2 in that initial one, but continuing to do so. He's a consistent performer. He still has one remaining Australian brethren among him to represent him, Emmerich, as Box, I think. Box, I think earlier on having that FF, there's going to be Emmerich up against TTV UFO. That should be a fantastic match, so hope to see you all there coming up soon. But I think for now, that is going to be it from me and Demarsh.
Yeah, and I believe that's also everything from the second stream here today. So to ensure you continue enjoying all the content we're bringing you here from LGA, please make sure that you hop over to the main channel at Osu Live for that final match and any further matches taking place this weekend. I've been Dimash, that's been Vordy, and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.